Welcome back to Sonic 4 Episode 2, and now we have Darkstar joining us. Darkstar?
Sorry for the wait. Sorry to keep you waiting.
This is Sonic 4, not Kid Icarus Uprising. Eggman, you're
kept you waiting, huh?
How
That
can
Sonic guy, that's just something
how
out
can
like
Eggman's airmobile is damaged and still manage to keep up with the tornado?
It's faster
Because
than the
he's
tornado.
Eggman. Yeah, not to mention that
guess.
the airport, technically. Oh, Metal Sonic! He's got what looks like a Metal Kyogre with him.
Okay.
Basically, this cutscene is
What?
just a waste of our time. There we go. Now the level starts.
You know, I kind of feel bad for Metal always having a fixated face position, because, I mean, he always looks so angry. You can never tell when he's happy.
I don't think he's ever happy.
He's a robot.
Oh, he's
Darkstar.
happy sometimes.
He's a robot Darkstar.
He's happy during Sonic Heroes.
Well, he's not happy. He's
you
angry,
say
but
that,
fine.
Pedro. You say that, Pedro, but I
but-
was going to say in the last part where there wasn't really much going on, I was going to say that for a robot, Metal Sonic actually has quite a nice amount of character.
Indeed.
That's
And he's
more,
actually-
that's only in Sonic Heroes, though. Not so much the other games.
He's certainly got a
Actually, not only in Sonic
got a
Heroes,
competitive
also in Sonic Rivals, and Sonic Rivals 2.
Yes, in his heroes, you show that some sort of a competitive complex that's probably a little on the scary side.
Like anyone gives a shit about Sonic Rivals.
Well, actually, I
It
do.
It was a
Well,
nice.
Go on, Jimmy.
Oh, it was a nice little game to play on the bus.
Yeah, Sonic Rivals is by no means a bad game. Not to mention the fact that Metal Sonic also did
I
have a
didn't say it was a
character
bad
in-
game. I didn't say it was a bad game. I just said that people don't give a shit.
And you're wrong about that. But moving on, he also
Oh, yeah,
does
the-
actually.
Well, people
in
give a
this
shit.
game.
How come the series died after 2 games?
Wait, what does
Wait,
that have to do with
that's what
Sonic
I
Rivals?
meant. Are those
Just
vehicles?
won't take second place as an answer.
They're fucking Squirtles.
I guess.
I think you mean flying robot turtles.
No, I mean the
You
robot
just-
pilot
just those are-
Squirtles.
Yeah, those are another bit of robots that Eggman has created.
Teenage Ninja Robot Turtles.
Aren't they a slight...
I bet. Oh, yeah, go on.
Were there turtles in the original Sky Chase?
Yep, Sonic 2.
Yeah, there were.
After
Oh, let me guess.
how come that the boss of the oil level was made of nothing but recycled parts and no one complained, but yet most of Sonic 4 is nothing but recycling?
To be fair, that's
Everyone
what that
complained.
episode
It
was.
doesn't make any sense!
Although, to be fair, it's technically
Am I
episode
speaking
1
more
that
on
was
this?
extreme plastic and recycled.
So let me guess. Well, Sonic was in the background just now for shits and giggles and will be actually visible in Act 3 or 4 or something.
He's just decoration.
Yeah.
Basically,
Oh,
just state Metal Sonic hangs around in the background to launch stuff at you and try and hinder your progress.
This is basically Sky Chase, except even more boring and longer, and because most of it's not necessarily long. This last
well,
this app
at
goes
least
on.
I wouldn't call it unnecessarily long. I mean, actually...
Sky Chase would have been over by now.
Well, but
and
that's you,
it-
Jova. You don't hate it. Like, they can make a
Oh,
shitty
it's
of a
not
Sonic
just me,
game that just.
Pedro.
They can. The only Sonic games you hate are Sonic 06. So,
Oh, it's not just me, Pedro.
fine.
Jeez.
Well, the thing about me and Sky Chase is that compared to this, at least I feel like I accomplished something.
Ow!
The best way I'll say it,
Ah!
Sky Chase was pathetically easy.
Mm.
I mean, whenever I do speedruns, Sky Chase is always pathetically easy. I mean, the game always ends, the level always ends at the same amount of time, no matter what.
Is it true?
Huh?
Well, technically, but there is a way you can speed through it, granted. However, yeah, it does take a bit.
I suppose the way you could do it was because you can move to the far right of the screen. The only problem with that is you'd have to memorize the level so you know what enemies are coming up. But yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure it's possible.
Oh yeah, this section.
Yeah.
You have to watch the cannibal.
Oh, boy.
Back.
Oh, so that's how you fight him.
Well,
I like how Metal has an unhealthy obsession with him, but is competitive, but in an unhealthy way.
basically, he wants to be.
Like, I'm gonna
well,
turn into a giant dragon, and that's gonna be my way to defeat you. Don't you think that's a bit overkill, Metal?
Didn't a Maleficent from trying.
So question.
Okay. I like the melody of this tune, but yeah, this is one of those tunes that
Well,
is
it's
a
still
bit
better
too
with Old
short.
Ocean Act
for
2. We have to give credit to that.
Oh, I know that. I'm just saying is that the one problem I have with this tune is that it's just a bit too short for a level this long.
Actually,
I can't-
honestly, if you, I'm just gonna take a page out of Johnny. Yes, that's pretty much the main problem with all the tracks. The melodies are way too fucking short. It's like June is too afraid to go over 8 seconds without having to loop the track. I mean, seriously. Ugh, it makes the
I
soundtrack.
can't even hear anything right now. The headphone that actually has the sound coming out of it is broken.
Oh, really?
Awkward.
Yes, it is.
Well, all the more reason to hold off on Inokuni, so you can actually listen to Joey Sashi's brilliant music better.
We get it, Pedro. We're not doing Nino Cutie today.
I know, but I will go ahead and listen to the music.
Wait, Metal only took 6 hits? Does that make him a mini-boss?
Yes, yes, it does.
yes.
You've been
Oh,
degraded.
what do you know?
That's so funny
He must be
because
Sonic, he must be
yesterday...
in Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
It's so funny because yesterday I watched your playthrough of Sonic Lost World and all the bosses are like beaten in 2 hits.
They're free hit kills, like the Mario
Like-
bosses, except I actually find the Mario bosses quite a bit more interesting.
And challenging, man.
They are wasted potential. I mean, seriously, that was part of the dang idea of that game, and yet you give us a super-powered homing attack that allows us to take him down in 2 hits. It kind of takes away a lot
All
of
it boils down to is that Sonic Lost World is a poor man's galaxy.
Basically.
I wouldn't call it a
I've
poor
never
man's
played the
Galaxy, but
Galaxy.
it's definitely something that borrows quality from Galaxy.
I still don't
We have all
understand.
the emeralds.
I still don't understand why a Sonic game, aka the anti-Mario, needs to draw from the game he's supposed to be mocking. Just saying.
It's simple. My fear is
I
like,
guess-
well,
I guess,
Sonic is like it's safe
I
with
guess-
the new
I guess.
gameplay style.
It ran out of blast processing.
The very idea,
Well,
the very idea of Sonic drawing elements from Mario makes no sense to me. Like that goes completely against Sonic's identity as a franchise.
It-
I agree as well. I mean, the video you posted on SSMB earlier this year, I believe.
Which one was it?
Basically, the one about why Sonic wouldn't really work out in a Sonic and Mario crossover type of thing wouldn't actually work out very well.
Oh, no, I didn't post a video about that. I just talked about it. I don't remember.
Oh, I'm sure you posted something, an example of something, but okay. Anyway, yeah, I used to
talk about it.
I used to want the crossover, to be honest, but thinking about it now, it actually doesn't work, and it probably will never
The
work.
problem is that
Actually, a
Sonic
crossover
style.
could very well work. It's actually not that hard.
No, it wouldn't because you could not. There's no way it would be.
Speaking of crossovers, I want a Ratchet and Clank and Contra crossover.
Hold on. One at a time. Okay, you were saying, Pedro?
The reason it doesn't work is because in order to make the gameplay consistent, you'd have to neuter either Sonic speed or make Mario go faster, which doesn't work for Mario because it's supposed to be about slow platforming. So
Well, here's an idea. Why don't you just give them their own separate stages in their own style?
In that case, because it's not so much a crossover, more like an alternation of two different gameplay styles. I mean.
Which
That's
is
Oh.
kind of like
It's like how,
Generation.
yeah, I was about to say that.
Exactly. By that logic, Sonic Generations is a crossover between the classics and Sonic Unleashed. I mean,
Well, it kind of is.
Technically it is.
yeah.
In
like,
that case, In that case, then you can solve that by giving it a partner system, allowing you to swap gameplay styles on the fly.
Yeah, that's still the same thing. That's still the same thing. You're running between
That's
two
still too
different.
situational for me.
Yeah, it's still too situational. I mean, when I'm talking about a true crossover, should mesh the two gameplay styles. You know-
Layton and Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, well, whatever. I wasn't gonna bring that up, but sure, since you bring it up. The thing about the crossover is that. Can I- Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney. It wasn't. You weren't just switching from puzzles to each of the two gameplay styles took cues from each other. You know, because we had the hint coin system in the trial sections. We had.
Actually, Pedro, I'm going to object to that because
Of course
it's
you're gonna
really,
object to
really
that.
much. Well, because the
You're saying
crossover.
object?
Anywho, the crossover actually is that swapping between the two. I mean, you're basically doing Layton sections, going around solving puzzles, and then there's the trial sections, which add a new gameplay thing, but that's not derived from the actual Layton stuff. I mean, it's switch and switch and switch, except for the final puzzle, which actually does take place during a trial, but even still,
I love how you
much
completely
what it is in that.
ignored. I love how you completely ignored the fact that there are hint coins in the trial sections, but fine.
Pedro, I said the trials are basically trials, but with hidden coins. That's it.
That's
Hidden
already
coins.
that's already
That's-
mo- that's already enough for me. But fine.
That's like the equivalent of saying that if we put Omochao in a Mario stage, boom, we've got some Sonic meshing with Mario. I mean, honestly, it's just a hint. Honestly, Dual Destinies also gives you hints as well. I mean, does that automatically make it the crossover?
Whatever.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, it's like, oh, I can get your argument, though what I'm saying. But by your argument, though, then that would mean that the crossover wouldn't have worked because that's pretty much what it was. I mean, you can't deny that there
Sounds like
were
you sound a bit
sections where you
muffled.
played stuff and then Ace Attorney stuff. So if that can work, then a Sonic and Mario crossover in that style could work in that on paper with that. That said, however, I do see a way of meshing the two styles even so. It's like, have your own ultimate pathways in the stage. Ones that are more geared towards speed for Sonic, or ones that are more geared towards Mario's puzzle platforming, in the sense. And you can swap between the two characters at will. Boom.
There's also the problem
Well,
that
Pedro, think about this. If there's someone who can make an actual Sonic game, this and is Tokyo ADI, the guys for the guys of the Sonic Super Mario Galaxy guys.
the problem is
That
that the problem is that first okay. Like I said before, Yu Tokyo is, if you ask me, the best game developer in the world right now. But that doesn't that doesn't mean I want them to make a Sonic game because their style of games doesn't fit the Sonic series. I mean, it all depends on. We already tried that, Job. It's called Sonic Lost World. It didn't work out as well as.
I know it.
But that was because Sonic Team did, not AGI.
I know, but the point is.
Come on, Pedro. Again, you're exaggerating. That was not ADI Tokyo doing it. That was Sonic
AD Tokyo.
AD Tokyo doing it. That was Sonic
I
Team
know,
trying
but the
to
point
do
I'm
it.
trying to
You
make
can't
is that
say
Sonic. The point I'm trying to make is that Mario's gameplay. If AD Tokyo made a Sonic game, it would just be a Mario game with Sonic slapped on it. I mean.
No, it wouldn't. I don't think it would. By the way, Pedro, it's funny you mention that because a lot of people were saying that Super Mario 3D World was a better Sonic game than Sonic Lost World since it actually had a lot of things from Sonic. It had dash pad, super speed, as well as power up with a whole stack and everything. I mean, you can't deny. Well, I mean, if you haven't seen it,
But even Galaxy 2 has dash pads, does it not?
exactly. But what I'm saying is like, well, Super Mario 3D World to a lot of people actually could work as a Sonic game in some regards, especially since
I don't see how Super Mario 3D World resembles a Sonic game in any way, shape, or form. But fine, whatever.
It's because
just because we have
Hold
dash
on.
pads.
I thought we were playing a game.
Fine.
Yeah. Hold on, Pedro, let me explain. It's because of the speed sections, the ones that are all dash.
Oh, that automatically makes it a Sonic game? Like
No,
Fine.
Pedro, gee. No, Pedro. What I'm saying is, like, well, there's definitely room to give ADI Tokyo the benefit of the doubt that they could actually be able to handle a speedy platformer like Sonic and actually be able to pull it off well. I mean, when you have actual Sonic fans saying that Super Mario 3D World is a better Sonic game than Sonic Lost World, jokes aside, you have to admit there is potential. I mean, honestly, can't be too fearful and say that they absolutely couldn't do a Sonic game.
May I
There's
point out
actually-
that
Guys, we're heading up to the boss fight.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
There's a there's a boss.
Oh, yeah, that was a level.
Yeah,
No, Jova, can I just point out that the people who are saying that probably wouldn't be saying that at all if Lost World wasn't like Galaxy.
The problem.
Because they wouldn't have a pre-comparison. They probably wouldn't be saying that if it didn't happen like that.
And now for the
I
awesome
get
battle
that.
with Boss Beast.
Whoa, lasers.
Laser!
Laser!
It's
Oh.
like
Yeah.
Sonic the Fighters all over again.
Now it's time for the actual boss fight.
The actual boss
Sonic
fight...
Laser.
Hold on.
The
hold on,
actual
hold on,
boss
Joe.
fight against
Go ahead.
some Metal Sonic and Sonic the Fighters was actually quite a pain in the ass.
Well,
Really?
yeah, Sonic.
I know from
Sonic
experience.
Fighters is a piece of
Even on
crap. so-
easy, his AI is overkill.
Sonic Fighters
Now
is
Sonic
fine.
can basically imitate... Well, Metal Sonic is like Emerald in that he can imitate your exact skill set, so...
I think
Oh,
Sonic
he's a troll,
Fighters-
so,
And he has-
okay.
But he always has his stomach laser.
Mhm. Sonic Fighters is actually
the HD version of Sonic Fighter is actually they fixed a lot of stuff.
There's a HD version of Sonic the Fighters?
Yeah,
Yeah, they
was
released
part
it on,
of, it was part of the pack that included Virtua Fighter 2, Fighting Vipers, and Mecha Brawler.
It was released on
Remember.
Steam and
PSN and Xbox Live.
yeah.
I will have a look at that then.
Yep.
You
They
can
made
play
it a
as
lot
Metal
better.
Sonic in versus mode
They
anyway.
kind of balanced the character moveset, and they included the character, what's the name, that was found only in the data. What's the
Honey
name?
Cat?
Honey the Cat.
Honey, yeah.
Basically, it's the
Yep.
definitive version of the game.
Mhm.
Sorry, I'm gonna
It's the
punch the
final mix
keyboard.
edition.
It's okay.
It's the final mix edition.
Whoa. Let me
You're a
guess,
metal
even-
player.
even-
Will not help
even
you
the
with that metal
tornado
song.
cannot- Let me guess, the tornado
Wait,
cannot
don't get it.
sustain a
How
lot
is
of damage.
attacking metal affecting the ship?
I don't know.
It's simple.
I don't get
Because Sonic's never hard hide, he's able to damage the ship. Because Sonic has forever been able to be strong enough to do that.
So yeah, question, if the tornado itself, yet not Sonic, is eaten up by the laser, does it actually break or something?
No. The tornado is pretty
Okay.
much
And now we have your a good old fashioned shoot 'em up.
Yeah, reminds me of Gradius.
Yeah.
It still doesn't have it listed for Steam. Huh.
You don't?
Really?
Let me check. Maybe it was just for PlayStation Network and Xbox Live.
Yeah, because it goes up
Think
to
the tornado
PlayStation
gets
3
shot
and...
down if it gets hit too many times.
It goes up to PS3 and Xbox 360, but Steam isn't... Well, PC or even Steam isn't listed.
Let me see. Let's see something.
It's interesting because they're part of the Sega Heritage Collection, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
Knights and
PlayStation
Sonic
3
Adventure
and
2.
Xbox 360.
Knights
Ooh,
and
I love this part!
It's interesting because Sonic Adventure 2 and Knights came out on Steam, so what the hell?
Hold
I
on.
don't know, I guess Sega should the release marketing stuff.
Let's see.
I guess you could say it's time for some death metal.
Yeah.
Basically, we commented all over this zone. Basically, this zone is Wing Fortress. There you go. We got it covered.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's fun enough, even though it may be a bit of a copy, but it's decent. Moving on.
And now,
Alright, Sonic just
cutscene.
uh,
I really hate how the backgrounds still look like they come out of a Flash game. I really hate how the backgrounds still look like they come out of a Flash fan-made game.
Really? I don't get that inkling from this game. Now, if you were talking about Sonic for Episode 1, I'd be with you, but episode
Like,
2.
I mean, would you honestly tell me this game looks as good as Way Forward's games?
The great adventures of the next part. See you next part.
Different
Yeah.
art style, so I can't really compare them.
See.
So yeah.